Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Caden here, and this is the S.O.S version 0.12 update, or as it's going to be saying on YouTube, update 12. So there's going to be a few things that you'll notice that are changed. So for starters, let's go ahead and talk about the basics. This giant saw here. The giant saw will in fact kill you. See, I'm dead. Let's get out of there before it tries to load a new level. So yeah, the giant saws I made, they're giant rotating saws, and as you can see, because that one's going crazy, and this one is not, that I have actually made a little variable that allows me to make the saws go as fast or as slow as I want. Which, you know, that's exactly what I wanted. They're all variable, and that means that not every saw will have the same timing, so you'll have to pay attention to the saws while you're going through. There's more to this than that, though. So let's go ahead and continue on with this update. So, the next thing that I did, I tried to do a particle effect, which is going to be some sparks. I realized that, man, do I suck at making particle effects. I suck so bad at it, as a matter of fact, that I actually kind of refused to show you guys how bad it was. But don't worry, I'll get better at them. This next update is going to be, that's going to be the majority of what I'm doing, is researching how to do particle effects and making sure that I can make them well. I don't know why the ceiling's doing that. No, that's a lighting thing. I don't... Oh, it's from down there. Oh, okay, never mind. No, I know why it's doing that. It's all dynamic lighting thing. Alright, so let's go on. So that AI over there, you see a little guy floating around. That's an AI. I call him Lighty, because he got a light bulb for a head. If he looks, you see him, he'll start doing his idle animation again. He does it every few seconds. So he's got a little light bulb for a head. And so what he's going to be doing, he or she, it's a robot. I don't really care what sex it has. The robot there will be shooting at you. Now, I had some issues making this robot. I'm going to say that right now. Like, making the model, that was easy. That was like an hour, maybe two. That wasn't the issue. I mean, the model's a pretty basic model. My main issue was getting the animations that I made imported into Unreal Engine properly. The first animations that I did were 100 times too short. I mean, too small. They imported in at 100 times too small. So I had to import them. I had to scale every single keyframe in Blender 100 times. And so when I scaled that keyframe, but then what was happening is I realized it wasn't 100 times smaller, it was 200 times smaller. Because there's another animation layered on, that little floating up and down animation. Yeah. And it shrunk the character in half, and I was kind of mad. But it's okay, because that was only 2 keyframes. But, you know, overall, I mean, I'm happy with how he turned out. I mean, you know, next time that I make something with an animated character, I'm clearly going to put a little more effort into it. But once again, for now, I think this looks fine. Anyway, let's get going. There's one other thing that I added in here. This little map is just to show off. See that? That panel just broke. So those are little breakable floors, and those will be scattered throughout the levels as well. Now, I've decided for S.O.S, I was thinking about making a longer set of levels and making the levels, you know, making the game cost a certain amount of money. But the way the game is going right now, and considering it is my first game, I'm probably just going to release it for free. A 5-level short thing. I was planning on having co-op. I might drop co-op. And just, once again, just make it a free title. Mostly because I kind of want to work on a different game. I don't want to work on this for much longer. I mean, I've been working on this since January. But also just because... Ooh. Oh yeah, there you go, see? He's tracing me. That's also, he's got an AI. And his AI is really accurate. Now, what's kind of a funny bug is that when he shoots you, he'll stop you. That's remnant from the shooters on the walls that would knock you off of the support beam in the update 9 or 10. I forget which one. Might have been update 8 or 7. No, 8. Would have been update 8. Anyway. So yeah, that's the, and now that we got it, he'll track me down no matter where I am. See? I like him. He's fun. He actually adds a lot to this area now. Whew. So I'm just gonna go over here, enter this, the door closes. He's gonna shoot right through the door because I totally forgot to fix that. Anyway, so that's it for this update. Do this one more time because this is just cool. I like that. Anyway, so now here's to discuss what's going to be happening in the next update. The next update, I'm going to be working on particle effects mostly, and we're going to have 3 particle effects to show off. Well, I'm going to have 3. I'm the only developer. And these 3 are as follows. A sparks particle effect. So that's the particle effect that I tried to make, it failed. Something that's going to go and create little sparks. A water particle effect. Specifically, I want little tubes of water that'll be, pouring the water out, and so I want a little effect that will kind of show the foaming of that water as it's pouring out. So that's going to be there. And number 3 is a flame particle effect. Specifically, I just want little fire, like on a little oil spill or something inside the ship. So that's that. Another thing that I'm going to be adding in this next update, version 0.12, also for you guys it'll be update 12, is the crusher. Now what a crusher is pretty simple. A crusher is a little platform that'll smash down on the player and kill the player instantly. In fact, there's a lot of things in this game that I'm realizing are killing the player instantly. But so it smashes down, kills the player, and then goes back up. That's a crusher. Now I'm also going to have a side variant to the crusher so it can come out of the wall and then come back, once again killing the player. So, that being said, yeah, one more thing. So, the ladder needs to be redone because if you click on it and then you go away like that, you can't reselect it. I'm going to have to make sure that I fix that. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but the ladder is a bit annoying to use currently because it's a little buggy, and so I want to fix the ladder entirely. That being said, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I know that this version took me a little while to make. I'm sorry that it took so long. Anyway. Thank you all for watching, and I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Kill me. Do it. Do it. He's getting there. He's taking his time. Oh, he keeps hitting me. Oh. I'm -50. That's actually kind of funny.